thoughts and ideas that I'd like to express, opinionated though they may be. I also have a word. You know, a lot of times people will reject knowledge, reject understanding, reject wisdom, simply because of where it has come from. You know, we are highly prejudiced in the things that we receive from people, but we love to give anything. And so God gives to us that equality. You get what you give. And so, you know, this is one of the reasons why you can't throw, even if this is your thought or idea, because I'm not saying this about the person. You can't throw the baby out with the bath water. And often, because the vessel looks a certain way to some people, you can't see the anointing. You refuse to see the anointing. Now, whether you agree with this statement or not, I hope it rings its value to you. But he said, this is the generation that God has set aside for destruction. And the question was posed to him, well, why? What has this generation done that any other generation before it has not done? And he said, well, that's true, but this generation, unlike any of those previous to this one, this is the generation no one can reach. In fact, he said that if you ask them, they will tell you themselves that they cannot be reached. And as long as you think that way, you know, then no one will try to reach. So here's an attempt to go contrary to the proverb. The Bible declares, it says, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge. Will you receive it? What do you know about the wealth transfer? What about that phrase rings a bell? I know that I'm talking to a bunch of beginners and some people that may know nothing and some people that may know a very little. But what the wealth transfer is exactly what the phrase is saying. It is a transfer of wealth from one state to another, to one person to another, or to one entity or group to another entity. It is something that we are presently in right now. And the wealth transfer will happen for you, or it will happen to you. And it doesn't matter if you agree or disagree with the wealth transfer, because the wealth transfer has already been decided many years ago. And we are in present construction, like it or not. What it is in practical application is every nation state and every kingdom has gone back into their respective corners with their currencies of choice, with the very direct and overt insinuation that the United States will no longer be allowed to be the hegemon that it has become. And whether you have a problem with the word allowed, when it is clear and evident that we forcefully came and did what was done to the financial infrastructure. But in very definitive terms, the global South has very decidedly moved to cut ties from allowing hegemony. So there it is. And if you really want to get right down to it in more clear and precise words, as spoken many times before, but here recently by President Trump, what he's calling out is a clear and level playing field. And he's speaking directly to the financial infrastructure and industry, which we have so many ties to. So, and which is, the reason why we control it. However, the United States is like 10 laps ahead. And here is what I want you to understand. I'm giving you this understanding, I'm giving you this knowledge, not because I think you're going to take it, but because I know it is simply another element to the level of destruction which will be given to this generation when God has given us every avenue out. I'm not giving you this information to make anybody wealthy, powerful, rich, famous. I'm giving it to you because we are all in this boat together. Or we are all in boats. Or we should all be in boats. Why? Because a rising tide, it raises and lifts all boats. This rising tide is going to destroy everything. And if you are not in a boat, then as it relates to your financial future, then you are at risk. Again, where there is no, my people are destroyed for the lack of knowledge and vision, because we have no foresight, even when it has been given to us, plain, clear, and evident. The only vision that we have is the vision of the one-eyed monster, television. And this has been given to us by design. By design.
Speed check recorded ahead of request.
Yeah, so the world is declining to give us the hegemony we require. And again, we being 10 laps ahead, all of this is a scam. All of this is a game. And the hegemony that is required by the United States is like the game of getting from up under the rock that you put on my back, or that you put over me. You don't think I know you're trying to get from under that rock? You don't think that I know? Okay. So, Aaron Davos, World Economic Forum. And I know I'm going places, but it is what it is. You follow if you follow, you don't, you don't. The World Economic Forum, these are all the billionaires, the Billionaires Boys Club. This is where the real power brokers are organizing. Okay, and the world hegemony that exists, and this is my opinion. It exists out of Davos. Okay, and so in Davos, this is what they're talking about. They're talking about Bitcoin and Ethereum, and the reason why Bitcoin and Ethereum are doing so swell is because the one world government pushers are pushing it. However, Trump has come in, and what was supposed to be a strategic Bitcoin reserve, which would have been backed by Davos, the World Economic Forum, and the Billionaires Boys Club. The families run this. Yeah, the families run this. The families who are really running things. Nevertheless, Trump has come in and said, nah. America first. Bitcoin, the power brokers are Russia and China. Ethereum, the power brokers, Russia, China. Okay, I might be slightly wrong, but you can fact check me. But Trump has said no, America first. So that means America systems, and who has the most technologically and sophisticated, the most well-connected systems in cryptology? America. And I tell you, and this is my opinion, but listen, this is the world's play to divide the wealth of America amongst themselves. That's what it is. I can tell you more than that, but I'm not, because it's just too much. But if you're interested, grab your popcorn, sit down and watch the show, because it's gonna get interesting, and you may as well make a little money along the way. Your American crypto companies, your digital assets, they are in order: XRP, HBAR, Cardano, and there are a host of more. But XRP, remember XRP. Good day and God bless.